Hello, everyone. Hello. Well, I want to say to you, if you are not buzzing off these energies, then start to take a few breaths because they're pretty insane. They are hot. That's what I want to say. The energies are hot. They're hot in the body. They're fiery. They are transformational. And we are really in this. Did I post that? It's hard to, I think so. We're really in this rocketing towards ascension, this total spiraling up in the energies. So I've been away, I've been with family for a few days, and I've just been doing some posts on my phone. So I will catch up with some of those here with you, and then the messages that have come through today. But it's probably, well, I'm interested to know. Hi, Stacey. I'm really interested to know what's going on in your heart, because in my heart, I was talking to someone in my family in the weekend, and I was saying the masculine's hearts are opening a bit like there might be a clamp inside them that winds open. And so I've really been feeling that in my heart today as I've tuned into the masculine. It's been pretty crunchy, I want to say. It's felt at times for me, as I've been tuning into that, quite strong, and I've got a hair on my face, sorry, and painful, actually, painful in and across the chest cavity. Hi, Sandy. So let me begin and welcome you all here. And I want to say to you that this month is going to be divinely amazing and festive and fast, hot, accelerated as we come into this higher, the spiraling up in our energy coming into the balance. So we are in the next level. We're in the next level of ascension. And so we are feeling this energetic within ourselves, and as we do that and we come into our own expansion, that assists others to be feeling that. It's like we're doing work on behalf of the collective, and they get the benefits, but it's win-win for everybody. So we're in this next level. We're in this completion of balance, the masculine and feminine within self and within the collective, so that we can arise and hold space for the collective to arise, although the collective are definitely in their ascension movement. So it's this time for people. It's exciting, it really is. They're more open, they're softer, the men are, and this is the majority of all of the collective are in that frame, if you like, to deliberately and consciously, that's what we're inviting everyone to do now, to deliberately and consciously step up and step into self and the next highest level of self. It's I think it was interesting that Gaia used this word compote, the compote or the compote, but I'm sure it's a French word. I'm sure it said compote of energies is complete, and you should be dancing. This is what she said: dancing into yourself and dancing into your soul. This physical movement, everything, absolutely physically in the physical, not in the energetic physical, in the tangible body physical, swirling and turning and moving through you, through me, and then this idea like we're coating ourselves in this light, in these codes, in this energy. And then that enables us to embody that into ourself, the stepping up and stepping in and feeling these through your heart space. That is for certain. But yeah, I've had the absolute pleasure of spending time with a number of masculine in the last week and recognizing the leveling up that they have come into, the empathic emotional expression that they are able to share. And it's so beautiful and so touching. Hello, Sandy. So humanity. So this was Gaia to humanity. There is no stopping your transformation now. Good, bad, old, young, fat, sick, religious, atheist, no matter who or what labels you may be given or give to yourself, we are coming for you. That is what she said, with a big laugh. We are the light. We are the light. It's the light that's coming for us, for you, for everyone. Feel free to lay, to dance, to swim or run in it, roll around and laugh in it. Enjoy these joyous moments. They are going to build and increase as your shadow is illuminated. So as the shadow comes up, because these energetics are encouraging, facilitating that we can't hide anything from ourselves anymore, and then we can look at that and we can love it back into ourselves. So we can look at it, shine a light on it, heal it, do the work on it, and then bring it back into self as the gift, as the lesson, as the healed wound, as the resolved trauma. And so do that, be in your heart with that, loving from your heart, loving self to and from that space, everything coming through and from the heart. Now that's our central vortex, that's our point of contraction, our point of expansion, our point of illumination, our point of connection to self, to God, to home, to the planet. That vortex is bigger and more infinite than can be imagined. And then on the 11th, emotions run high today as the effects of the super new moon in Aquarius open the floodgates of the human emotional body. And many of you will have been attuned to that feeling of flowing through a bit like a vertical river. And all are provided opportunity for healing again with what arises. So these days, a repeat with sort of different languaging, really. Breathe these in, everybody. Take conscious and deliberate in-breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with intention, direct them down and through the center of your body and into the core of the earth. And as you continue this work, hello, spiritual goddess, as you continue to work in this intentional way as the conduit of the light, that is your role as a light worker. That is my role as a light worker. We are the conduit of the light code between the heavenly realms and the earth and the core of Gaia through us. So you will assimilate these energies and frequencies and come into higher dimensional frequency from your body, through your body, lifting yourself into new and higher vibration and impacting those around you. So light workers creating these waves. So there's a kind of a visual idea really that we and the earth are creating waves of light, and that those waves of light are creating movement of ascension, and those waves of light hold the codes, the light codes of love. And then on top of that, as twins come together, they create those waves of love, of higher love, of unconditional love. And those waves move out across humanity and across the planet to uplift, to bring about ascension, to roll the planet, to tip the planet into the next level. So you'll be noticing, many of you, that you're having experiences of feeling higher than fifth dimensional energies. It's like we're mostly bathing in the fifth, many of us now, but sort of tipping or touching into the 6th and into the 7th, having like floating in the swimming pool of fifth dimensional energies, and occasionally diving down to reach into the the 6th and the 7th. It's, the deeper that we go, the higher we go. It's a bit of an oxymoron, but it's that kind of energetic. Creating waves now of love and of light codes, light workers and twins, these divine light codes coming in on the airwaves around us and through us. They're transforming our bodies and also the earth. They can feel heavy, they can feel dense because we're transmuting them, and they're much heavier than we are. We are very light now in terms of our density, many of us. And so we really feel them. We feel the heaviness of them. But just know that you're moving them through you and you're transmuting them, and they are being transformed as our bodies are being transformed more and more sort of effectively from carbon-based molecular structure into crystalline-based molecular structure. So we're becoming crystalline. The waves are becoming crystalline. The earth is becoming crystalline. All of us, this is the way in which we are reaching these higher frequencies. I want to say to you, remember that your heart vortex is just massive. It's, Gaia described it as the place that can build and create worlds. Remember that. So we've been at this point. I want to say that many of us have already been at this point, but this is more referencing, I would say, the general collective when I'm speaking of this. I believe that many of you who are here will have already done that. It's this left-right connection, this left-right path, the fork, the juncture. And so there's been a lot of that in the collective, making choices. Will I go this way or will I go that way? Will I be holed up? It's funny, I want to say that because I want to say that spelled HOLED, hold up or held up in the three-dimensional matrix, or will I choose the higher? Will I go to the higher? Will I go to the next level? And that it's this, if you think about the juxtaposition of each of these things. So we've got these toroidal fields that are going on. So the toroidal field in the heart, the toroidal field around the body, the toroidal field around the earth. So we're working in those layers, the streaming up, the streaming through, the changing, the transformation of those energies as they're doing that. And then we're doing the clearing and the purifying. We're spiraling up using the spiral of life. That's another energetic. We've got the Merkaba going on. We've got a sphere as well of light, of energetics, a bubble. So we're working with a number of layers of shapes. It doesn't actually matter because we're all doing it. We don't have to be aware of exactly all of them, but at any given time. But I want to say to you that I believe that these are all of the layers that we're working with. We are in this purifying and detoxifying, and the collective is in this now, this letting go of the old patterns, the old programs, the old conditions, the familial lines. We've talked about this for ages here, but this is what the collective are going through. So this is why people might be a bit confrontational with you. This is why you might see a bit of anger, a bit of rage, a bit of physical pushback, because people are having reactions rather than responses as their shadow is being brought up, as their wounds are being shown to themselves. They may be not having the skills and the wherewithal with how to deal with them, and so they have a reaction, and that reaction might be quite strong. It might be full of anger or rage or physical pushing, and so just sort of let it go past you. That whole idea about if there's something if there's an arrow aimed at you, you can stand in front of it and receive it in your heart, or you can step to one side and feel the wind on your face as it brushes past. So lots of that, and then this feminine masculine balance. So your work is you. That is the primary baseline, bottom line, functional instruction. Your work is you, and your own ascension. This is extreme self-care that is being, well, required really. This is you and your own fathoming and measuring up to self of what do you need here? What do you need for self-care? Do you need extra sleep, extra water, more exercise, more being in nature, more resting and lying in the sun? You will know. Ask your body, it will tell you. Hello, sweet CC. Um, yeah, good things in the ethers. Yeah, magic and miracles in the ethers. That's what I cared about today. And hello, Pauline. So welcome everyone. So we are, yeah, creating, well, we are creating our own reality through our thoughts and our beliefs in the creation station called the heart. We are in mid-evolution. Change is upon us and within us. I want to say a cry for freedom is on the airwaves, coming through the expansion we are feeling as we become more familiar with living and breathing life from the sacred space of our heart. So let me just check over here and see if I have finished that. Yes. Yeah, so there's this acknowledgement to self that you are a spiritual being having a human existence in a physical body, and that's becoming, although you are well aware of that, that's becoming more accepted in the general collective, I want to say. There's more understanding of that. It's becoming more believable to people. It's becoming more accessible to the collective as the collective is awakening. They really are. The softening in the heart, this, we've spoken about the divine masculine leading the way for the collective, and they've been doing that, and the collective is that there's less polarity, there's softening about this need to be right and about the need to know. Those are the two paradigms that Gaia said would need to be sort of broken or smashed, is how she describes it. Smashed open, smashed down, broken through. Those two things, the need to be right and the need to know, and that is evident in conversation. You have a lot, you feel into that in the conversations that you're having with the Awakening Collective. It's this idea that we are an energetic spiritual being in a physical body is becoming more believable to those who have not ever seen it that way before. This energy is fast, it's super fast. That's one of the reasons why it's hot, because of the speed of it. And it's fiery, and that's today, and it's very transformative, and it's burning up and burning down the old, I want to say. So anything else that's arising that needs to or is ready to be released, any old outmoded thoughts or programs or patterns or toxins, is coming up for us to get clear and clean in our bodies and aligned to the higher. I want to ask you, are you seeing yourself? Are you recognizing who you really truly are? That you're way more than maybe you've ever considered. So a lot of these energies that we are experiencing are taking us into, like I said before, touching into the sixth and seventh and even higher, but at least those sixth and seventh dimensional frequencies. We are in a very emotional time. Ride the waves of these. Some will be holding some of those waves. They will be holding the energy of trauma and wounding, and so they are coming up to be healed. So many are reporting, feeling these energies. They're saying things like they're feeling this build up, something big is coming. They're feeling the pressure. There's a lot of people saying expect the unexpected. That's all sits as truth for me, as we are coming more into truth, more into center, more into balance, more into alignment, more into recognition of self and who we are and why we are here, and what we are here to do is now. This is right now. So this is our own individual work, and then we impact those around us, our family, our communities, and that impacts the population of humanity, of this planet, and that impacts the planet. And then we all tip into this higher dimensional space, into this higher frequency, and then that enables the rest to ripple out into the universe, into the multiverse, so that all planets can have an up leveling, a frequency upgrade. So we are the beginning of the ripple in the pond. So this could be, I like this. This could be yourself sneaking up on yourself as we each come into greater wholeness and embodiment. So call in your higher self, call in your guides, and invite them to oversee you, to oversee this process as you and I, as each of us, fall in love with ourselves. Call in your quantum energy system and ask your higher self to be in assistance with that. Step into that. So I want to say that's a really nice imagery, is to, call in your higher self, this higher aspect of you, and imagine that it comes before you. It's expanded, it's beautiful, it has this high vibration, it holds this resonance, and you take a breath and physically envisage that you are stepping into it as though you are stepping into a bubble, and then feel the energetic of that, and then see what falls away. See anything that is lower, that is fear-based. Watch it dissolve and fall away. Any limited thinking, any old programming. So the collective is shifting. Can you feel it? Can you see it? I certainly can. We are integrating this crystalline aspect of self, the crystalline timeline for the planet. It's a time of magic and miracles. So speak yourself and your life and our world into creation. That is the power of your thoughts and of your words. And we are in for a treat this month. And I don't know what that looks like, but I am sure of that we are in for a treat this month. That there's I want to say there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love to come. There's a lot of love to be in, to exude from self, to receive to self, and to be witnessing and observing around us. Okay, so let me see here. So Sweet CC is saying the new moon energy froze me out. Deep freeze energy, core cell. I see, thankfully, only 6 hours during the dark moon. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that when that really strong cold energy comes, it's often the new. So I think people feel it differently. So some people feel it as the old leaving, and some people feel it as the new coming. But it certainly is powerful and transformative. Core cell icy, only 6 hours during the dark moon. Yes. Yeah, it's really, I remember sitting in a space with a whole lot of other people, and it was summer, and I was basically teeth chattering. I was just so absolutely freezing that I went and found a blanket. And I recognize that for me as new energies coming in and being assimilated in my body. Okay. So Sweet CC is saying cold cellular energy. She experiences that a lot ever since being in New Zealand in 2020. So each of us, we each are doing our thing in our own way, and it's this shared collective experience that each of us are kind of throwing into the mix. And so I really thank you for all of the work that each of You do. And I wish you a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you a magical experience in these energies that are coming in. And I want to say that that I had a little look in my notes, and oh, there you go, my focus just changed for some reason. That the divine masculine coming into their own recognition in the second half of February. So, that's perhaps in the next couple of days, we'll begin to see more evidence of that. All right. Well, I will love you and leave you. I have a forum to run in about 15 minutes. And big hugs, much love from my heart to yours. And I'll see you again soon.